This video is going to be a quick tips guide aimed towards newer players that plan on pulling or have already pulled Mavuika. It's aimed towards any new players looking for quick information on Mavuika. This video also assumes you're going to play her on field. If you're a newer player and haven't been to Natlan yet, you can't get the withering flowers you need to ascend her. If you go over here on the map and zoom in a little, there should be a waypoint that's already unlocked for you that you can just use. I've heard someone say that this only unlocks when you complete the Leeway story quest, but I'm not sure. Maybe someone can let me know. When going around the map to collect the flowers, I'd recommend having Kachina in your party so you can see where they are. When using Mavuika's skill, you can hold it to start riding her motorcycle. The bar on the left is her Night Soul bar, and when it runs out, it kicks you out of this mode. The duration is pretty short, but in Natlan only, it can be extended with the Phlogiston bar. For weapons, if you pulled for her signature weapon, use that. If you have any of these 5-star claymores, use these, and if not, use the craftable claymore from Fontaine, titled Shadow. And if you haven't gone to Fontaine yet, use Mailed Flower if you happen to get that event weapon. If not, use Rain Slasher. And if you don't have that either, use Prototype Archaic, a craftable claymore you can craft at the start of the game. For artifacts, if you can, you want to get Obsidian Codex. If not, you can do a combination of 2 pieces of Wanderer's Troupe, Crimson Witch, or Gladiator. It's important to remember that if you're using Obsidian Codex, you're getting a free 40% crit rate from that artifact set. For stats, on the sands, go for attack percent or elemental mastery. Elemental mastery is better if you're vaporizing or melting. For goblet, go pyro damage, and for the circlet, go crit rate or crit damage, whatever gets you closer to a 1-to-2 ratio, meaning that your crit damage is twice the amount of your crit rate. For substats, you want to prioritize crit, elemental mastery, attack percent, then flat attack. Mavuika's burst is different from other characters in the game in that she doesn't use energy to charge it. Instead, she uses her own resource called Fighting Spirit. There are a few ways to charge up Fighting Spirit, but the main way is other Natlan party members consuming Night Soul. For talents, prioritize her burst, then skill, and you can leave the normal attacks unleveled. On-field Mavuika's playstyle is that you'll usually do one big hit with her burst, followed by a few smaller hits with her charge attack. The best way to do this is with a Hydro or Cryo character applying their respective element, and then vaporizing or melting with Mavuika. As a general outline of what party members you want, you should aim to have another person from Natlan so she can charge her burst, a Hydro or Cryo character to vaporize or melt, and then your last slot is flexible. Bennett is probably going to be your best bet as his burst gives anyone standing in the circle a bunch of attack, so use that before bursting on Mavuika. But your flex slot could also be an Animo character or another Natlan character. If I missed something or you have any questions, write a comment below and I'll make sure to reply to you when I can. If this video helped, consider liking and subscribing, and thanks for watching.